Welcome back to another video. We are in Teanaway in the mountains. We're gonna go for a 20-mile training run. I am inside the car right now because it's 20 degrees outside, which is chilly. And there's people camping all around the trailhead, mostly people hunting. So gonna have to dodge some hunters today. And I didn't want to freak them out by like talking to you. But this is such an awesome area. Wild peaks, crazy awesome meadows, trees, lots of trees and rocks, and it's cool. Yeah, so come along. This will be fun. I hope. One of the things you didn't quite see when I first started, I'm most of the way at Miller Peak, but I was wearing a high visibility vest because it's October, so it's hunting season. Just one of those things that if you're going to be trail running, hiking, backpacking during hunting season, good idea to wear something that's high vis, stands out. So I'm not sure why this needs to be said, but you're not mistaken for an animal. I'm not sure there's any bipedal animals people are hunting out here, but sadly it's been a mistake before. So high vis is a good idea. I took it off because now I'm high enough that most of the hunters are not going to be able to not going to want to bring their meat or whatever it is they bag all the way back down. So this is also I don't know if you can quite tell, that's the trail right there. This is also a motorcycle trail, so it's also a good idea to wear some high vis just because they're moving really fast. Can't quite hear you, so it's good for them to be able to see you real quick so they can slow down. They're not always the best at sharing the trails. So again, safety first. It's a beautiful day though. Look at all that. Look at all that. Well, here at the top of Miller Peak, it's a little breezy and kind of chilly. 6,400 feet. That's where it came from. You can see that ridge down there. Gonna go down, descend this ridge here, and then up to Navajo. I don't know if you can see that, but that cloudy peak in the background with that's really high is Mount Stewart over in the Enchantments region. Beautiful day today. Just got some calories in. Time to get moving. All right, we're most of the way along the ridge, so that's where I came from. That's Miller Peak over there. And we followed that ridge on down up to here. So that's like halfway along the ridge. And then hopefully this won't make you dizzy. We're gonna go back up there. So that first peak that you see, that's Freedom Peak. And then that far one over there is Navajo. We're gonna go up there. About 4,000 feet of vert in so far. It's been a great day. It's cold. I think the air temp is probably in the upper 40s, low 50s, and then with the wind, it's I can feel like it's in the 30s. Ground's frozen in some places. There's no snow. Yeah, it's a good time. Really good time. Navajo Peak with the Enchantments behind me here, 7,200 feet. Most of the, actually all of the big climbing is done for the day, so now it's some downhill. That's a fun downhill coming up, and a couple of smaller climbs, and then back down to the trailhead. And a little bit on the road, but that's okay. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. I mean, look at this. What? So heading down the Stafford Creek trail now. I think I'm going to cut about 3 to 4 miles off this total loop here. The reason being, my left ankle at the very top of it seems to be having some kind of issue. I don't really know what's going on because I didn't roll it or anything, but it's definitely pretty painful and it's starting to swell up. So it might just be overuse, averaging around 80 miles a week for like the last 8 weeks or so. So might just be some overuse going on, and I don't want to beat it up on this. This is pretty challenging technical terrain, so and I've got a race coming up next month I'd like to be in good shape for, so I don't really want to beat it up for just a few more miles. So just gonna take it slow, head down the trail. It's all downhill now, basically back to the car, and it's another 5 or 6 miles back to the car. I'm at mile 11 at this point, so it'll be 16 or 17 total. And maybe 200 feet of climb just back on the road, which I'm probably gonna have to walk because it's uphill that really hurts the ankle at this point. Downhill doesn't really hurt it that bad, so I can cruise pretty easily. Still not gonna push the speed because I just don't wanna hurt it any further. But other than that, I mean, even with that, like, this is an awesome day. Weather's definitely starting to turn a little bit, but yeah, I needed this. It's a great spot. almost back to the road up here. I did want to make one thing clear. About almost 4 miles of this route is off trail. There is kind of a boot path along the ridgeline, but for the most part, it's just off trail. And I'm a huge advocate of encouraging people to get out and explore the mountains and wild places. But the big thing that I just kind of want to caution people, if you're new to it, just keep in mind that, you know, commitment on a route is a big thing. And ask yourself as you're planning, where are my outs? You know, can I get out if I get injured? Do I have cell reception? Are there going to be other people on this route? So far today, I've seen only 2 people, and they were coming up this trail. Nobody on the ridgeline off trail. It's just something to think about. Are you leaving your route with somebody when you go, so people can find you if you're late? Do you have a time that you set out to, or that you've given out to somebody else, after which they're supposed to call for help, you know, if you don't make it back? It's really important that we think about these things, because you don't think about it usually until you have to use it. But it's a good habit to get into, particularly on a committing route like this one, for example. So if you follow me on Strava, you'll be able to see that route and kind of see where it goes and see the off-trail portions of it. It's not crazy technical, it's just off-trail, so you're gonna have to do some out finding, and there's really no outs along that ridgeline. Thankfully, it's pretty short, doesn't last very long if you're moving good. So in this case, it's an easy one. And I actually had to use an out today because of my ankle. So just kind of something that came to mind, wanted to share with you guys. It's important to make sure that you've got an out. All done. 16 miles, nearly 6,000 feet of vert, 4 hours and 45 minutes. Not super happy with how long that took. The ankle really slowed me down, as did the off-trail portions. There's the Miller Peak trailhead where I started. I really want to say thank you for those of you that watched. Really does mean a lot. If you liked it and you want to, hit the like button. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, do whatever you want. It's your life. Peace.